everyone, welcome back to the channel. It's Jishke Styles here. So it's a quick one. I want to be sharing with you all how to go about the making of an underbust corset belt. One unique thing with this underbust corset belt is the fact that it adds more beauty and enhances any outfit you pair it with. You can make yours using an Ankara print fabric or a leather fabric or even the same color as the dress you want to put it on. Whichever way you decide to rock this, it is perfectly okay. So on the screen are some of the inspos on how to rock yours or pair yours with any outfit of your choice. With all that being said, let's get started. To get started with this, you need your pattern paper. So this pattern paper I have now is going to be enough for this my underbust corset belt. So from the top part of my paper, I placed my underbust measurement, which is 13 inches. Then I marked 16 inches, which is my half length, and I added extra 4 inches, making it altogether 20 inches. Then from this 20 inches, I'm just simply going to be marking 5 inches extra. But while marking yours, please leave it at least 3 inches. That is, after marking 20 inches, the extra inches, which is this 5 inches I marked, so yours should be 3 inches, okay? 5 inches is too long. Having extended all these points now, I'll be dividing my under bust circumference by 4. So the quarter of my under bust circumference is what I'll be marking on the top part of this my paper, which is where I placed my under bust. Then on the second line, which is my waistline, I marked the quarter of my waist circumference. Then on this last line right here, I divided my hip circumference by 4 and I marked the quarter of my hip circumference on that line. So from my under bust line, I connected that point into my waist. I'll extend that line below to the third line. Then from that third line, I'll connect this into this last line right here using my curve rule. Okay. After creating this, on that third line, I'll come in by at least half of an inch and slightly connect it back into my waistline or my half length. So from that half of an inch on that third line, I created my back's effect to meet that 5 inches line, which is the last line right here. My camera actually stopped recording, but place your curve ruler in a curvy way from your waistline like this and connect it into the last line. So at the size of this my underbust corset, I went on ahead to add half of an inch, which is going to be for my sewing allowance. So after this now, I'll come to the top part just from the edge of that my pattern paper. I'll be coming down by 1.5 inches. Please do not exceed 1.5 inches. Then I'll reconnect it into the sides of this my underbust corset. So that's basically it for the front part. All I'm going to be doing is to cut this all out. After cutting this out, I'm going to come to the front part of this my paper and I'm just going to be marking 2 inches inward this way. So these 2 inches, I'm going to be folding it in because I'm going to be using this front part of my underbust corset belt to cut out for the back part. So that 2 inches is going to be the spaces I want to be having in between the back part of my underbust corset. I simply got another pattern paper and I placed this front underbust corset on top of it. Now everything I'll be doing right here will be ending exactly on this point. It's not going to be extended to this extra 5 inches I added later on, okay? Then all these lines, I'm trying to like get the shape of this front part just from this point upward. I did not include that back area, okay? So the back part of this underbust corset is going to have a kind of square shape. It's not going to be having this cut or this slats we have for the front part, okay? So after tracing out all of these lines right here, I'll just simply go on ahead now to cut this out. So this is for the back. The back does not really have much protocols at all, okay? So when I'm done cutting out, I'm going to be making arrows to differentiate the upper part from the sides, because after cutting this out, it's slightly going to be confusing. So it's really important you go on ahead to also make arrows as well. When I'm done cutting, I'll simply cut this out on my fabric. So the fabric I'll be pairing my underbust corset with is the same as the gown I'm making this into as well. So for the back part of our underbust corset, I went on ahead to add half of an inch all around aside the side. Remember why drafting on my pattern paper, I added half of an inch at the side, so that's why I didn't add it right here. So for that top part where I actually marked my arrows, I went on ahead to notch it so that it will be easily differentiated from the side. This side is the part I'm talking about. I added half of an inch, and for the back part of this under bust corset, it is 4 pieces. This is for the front part and it is two pieces. So it's advisable to use the same fabric
On
as
this
your main
corset part, at
fabric
the
and
top
also
part
your
and then
lining
at the
piece,
base, I
just as
also
I did
added
right here.
half of an inch.
This my
Okay,
fabric
so
is very
firstly I'm going
thick.
to
It's
start
a very
working on
thick
this
fabric.
under bust
It's a
corset
quality
part before
crepe
I move
fabric. So
over to
I
the
didn't have
remaining
any
gown.
reason
All
to
right,
iron and
so
estich
now
to
I've
it,
removed
but
the
it's
piece I
greatly
have and I've spread
advisable
this
you
out,
iron an
as you can see right here.
interfacing to
So if
the
your
wrong
fabric is
side of
actually
your
light,
fabric
if
for
it is
both your
lightweight,
fabric and your
go ahead and
lining
iron
piece.
your
And
stay
it's also
to both your
advisable to
actual
use the
fabric
same
and to your
fabric
lining
as your
piece. All right,
lining piece
but
and
this my
also your
fabric is
main
very thick. Like
fabric.
if only
This is the
you
back
can feel
part
it,
of my
it's very
underbust
thick.
corset.
So
Like I said,
I didn't really
it
buy
is
the
four
idea of
pieces. At
ironing my
that point, I
stay
have my
because
arrow
it already
is
has
the
the
upper
stability
part.
which I'm
So
looking
right
for.
now, I have the
So now
front
I've
part of my
separated the
underbust
back
corset
part of
facing
this
the
my
camera.
underbust
I'm just going
corset.
to be
So I'm going to
aligning
align them
the
now at
top
the
parts, you
sides,
can
right
see,
sides facing
of
each
the back
other.
part like this. So now they are right sides facing each other, as you can see right here. And I'm going ahead to pin. So that half of an inch which I added while I was drafting on my pattern paper is what I'll be marking right here at the both sides so that I can join them together. This same thing I'm doing for for this particular part of my underbust corset. I'll be doing it for the lining piece, which is the same as my main fabric as well. Okay, so this is what I have now. You can see this is for one part. For the other part, which is still my main fabric, which will be serving as my lining piece, I also did the same joinings I have right here. Right sides facing each other. Now I'm going to be placing these two underbust corset together. At the sides for the back, I'll be sorry stitching it using 1 inch. And also don't forget to iron your seam or your stitches open, just as I've done right here, so that it can come out flat and beautiful. So I'm going to be getting the middle of this underbust corset I have right here. So I'm using my chalk to make a mark so it can be very visible. So now I want to start creating channels for my boning. From the side, from this side, I started marking 1.5 inches spaces. I mark 1.5 inches from there, and this is the second line. So for the third line, I'm just going to be connecting this from here into the middle of the center line right there. So I'll be also repeating the same thing for the other side of this my underbust corset. So the spaces I want in between is 1.5 inches for the two lines. Then for the third line, I'm going to be placing my ruler like this from the second line into the middle of that my center line. So I'm going to be making stitches right here at both sides of this line. Stitches that will be able to accommodate this my boning, because I'll be fixing a boning. Okay, so you can see. So at both sides, I'm going to be making stitches that will be enough to accommodate this my boning, okay, at both sides of these chalk marks I have right here. So I've gone ahead to do this, and I forgot to make mention of the back part. For the back part, I'm also going to be leaving at least 1 inch space so that you can be able to fix your boning as well, because we'll be fixing our eyelets in between this way. So from there, just make half of an inch stitches at both sides this way. Okay, then that is it for the creating of the boning channels. So the next thing is to be fixing this our boning channels, right? So I'm going to be measuring the first line I have right here, and I'm going to be subtracting 1.5 inches from whatever I have. You can go ahead as well to subtract 1 inch. This is because your bonings are not meant to be the exact length with your boning channels, because it's going to be poking out. If your fabric is so inferior at some point to even tear your fabric, and it will give you a serious injury. So make it at least 1 inch or 1.5 inches shorter than your boning channel. So as this second line I have right here is 10 inches, I'll be subtracting 1.5 inches from the length, and that will be the length of my boning. Okay, so when you're done from the base, this is where you're going to be fixing this. So I'll do this for all of these channels I've created right here, and iron this very well. Make sure you iron this very flat. Okay, so when I was done with that, I went on ahead to pipe the base. Okay, if you know what piping is, you have to go on ahead and pipe the base. So now I flip this to the right side of my fabric. The next thing is to actually pipe the top part as well, the same way I did for the base. So you place this long strap of fabric right here, run a stitch and turn it twice to the wrong side, and also make a stitch as well. So you can actually go on ahead to put little designs on the top part of yours. This is totally optional, but I didn't go on ahead to do all of that. So at the end of the day, I went on ahead to actually fix my eyelets with this, and you can see how nice this is looking so far. I paired this with my gown. Honestly, without this my underbust corset, I will never ever be wearing that gown, but with this it is perfectly okay and beautiful. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you found this story helpful. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I'll see you all in my next one. Have a lovely time ahead of you. Bye.